really excited to be here today to welcome Andrew officially to Philadelphia. I know his resume speaks for itself in terms of the number of All-Star appearances and Silver Sluggers and a Gold Glove and a National League MVP. I think he's going to fit in incredibly well both in this city and on our team. I think one of the things I wanted to highlight that there's a lot on the back of his baseball card that calls attention to itself. But this guy won the 2015 Roberto Clemente Award, and I will tell you that his involvement in the community in Pittsburgh was really impressive. And when we were negotiating this contract, we talked about the importance of getting involved in a community, and he was all about it. Andrew was all about that. And I think as a city, as a fan base, we should all be really excited to welcome this guy to Philadelphia. And we're going to do something a little different because Cap has actually given up his number to Andrew. We're going to let Cap do the honors and present Andrew with his jersey. So welcome to Philadelphia, Andrew. That's great. I'm the top button guy.
You are.
Yeah. There you go.
We'd also like to welcome, sitting there in the front row, Andrew's beautiful wife and his one-year-old son. His wife is Maria. That handsome young one-year-old there is named Steele. And they're the look at that smile. I think he likes the colors, Andrew.
Yeah, I think he likes it.
And as Matt just said, not only his accomplishments on the field, but also winning the Roberto Clemente Award. This is one guy who is on Santa's permanent nice list. So let's start with Andrew. Andrew, it's yours.
All right. Well, if y'all don't mind, I want to bring my son up.
Please.
I would love this. You got a jersey on. You got a jersey too. So thanks to the guys here. Something you always dream of. As a guy, in the game, you grow up, I always dreamed of being able to sit up here or even just be in the clubhouse on the field and have your son with you. So was blessed enough, to have a kid, and on top of that, I was able to have a son, and I was just excited, just to be able to just hold him, and just to be up here. So I'm overly excited. Just happy to be here, to be able to represent this city and this franchise. I'm looking forward to, what the future holds for us. I saw this team from afar, playing against them as well. I saw what they're able to do this past season. They fell a little short, but something that I do realize is it's there, and I'm happy to be here and just to be a part of it and to help this team push forward to winning the championship. That's what it's all about. I've been here previous years, the teams that have won World Series, played against those teams. And, that was playing against those teams was pretty nerve-wracking, being a very young guy in the game. So I know what this franchise is all about, and I'm really looking forward to just representing this team.
Thanks, Andrew. We'll open it up for questions. We have a microphone on each side of the room. Jim is over there. We got Kenny over there. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. And Matt, we'll start with you.
Hey, Andrew. You've been one of the most durable players in the game for the last decade. What makes you believe that that durability will continue into your mid-30s on this new deal?
I just continue to do what I've been doing. I always say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what I'm going to continue to do, just train the way I've always trained. And, I think with the longevity that I've had in my career, just going to continue just to keep doing that. I trust myself and what I do to prepare for the season. I always prepare to play 162-plus games. And that's not going to change, and that's what I'm doing now to prepare. And, me and Cap, we have had conversations already talking about, having days where it'd be a good day to have off, to take off. I understand I'm not 22 anymore. I understand that, there are days that I'm going to need off and I'm going to need to take off. So just to, be able to be in the right position to help the team and to be able to play a full season.
Steele's providing the beats there for the news
Yeah,
conference.
he is. It's partly my fault because
that's all good.
we always beat on the table, so that's why he does that.
He's got the beat down. Mike, you have a question?
Lawrence, to be back in the Keystone State, albeit this time Philadelphia as opposed to Pittsburgh, the irony of it, I guess, and how nice is it to be back in the same state that you played the majority of your career at?
It's amazing just to be back here, to be somewhere where I'm familiar with. This is something that it's not foreign to me. So, to be on the other side of the state it's great. We're close to home. Our home is outside of Pittsburgh. So my wife's side of the family, they're from there. So, it feels good to be here and not to feel like we're so far away. So this is great for us. We're happy and excited about it, the familiarity with this organization and, playing against this team. It doesn't feel, like I said, it doesn't feel so foreign. So it definitely is going to help me just go out and play the game because I'm just familiar with being here.
Jimmy?
Andrew, I was wondering what the negotiation process was with Cap about getting number 22, and also what do you think coming to this ballpark will do for you as a hitter? What can you do in this ballpark as opposed to, San Francisco and PNC?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him off. I knew we were gonna stay up here too long, but all right, buddy, there you go. All right. Yeah, you guys understand 1-year-olds. I think we had our conversation. We talked about what we needed to about just the transition and trading off of the jerseys. We had our conversation, and he understood where I was coming from. I understood where he was coming from, the importance behind the number, what it means to each one of us. We're able to exchange that and talk about that. And, and the process was great. I mean, I do understand that, he wore it for his son who, wore 22. So that's why he wore it. I've worn it my whole career, so he understood that as well. And, so we reached that agreement of being able to trade it off, and it was great, transition, smooth. And, I'm excited, just gain even more respect for him for what he did. And, that trust is created, through small things like that. So, I'm already looking forward to that. And I've thanked him 100 times, and I'm going to keep thanking him. So, it's just it's really cool. But to answer your second question, as far as hitting here, I have my share of homers here. So I know what it is what it's like to hit here, and to be able to hit here for 80-plus games is going to be very fun for me, and I do think it's going to be beneficial. I haven't played a full season in a hitter's park. I've never done that before. Majority of my career being in Pittsburgh, it's fair. It's not overly big or overly small. And I did pretty well there. Then I played in one of the biggest ballparks in America, in San Francisco. And so, to be here, I definitely think it's going to be a plus for me. I think it's going to help me just, do what I've always done, use the opposite side of the field, drive the ball that way, and get rewarded for it.
Megan.
Your former managers have spoken highly of you and your specifically about your leadership skills. How would you describe who you are as a leader, and how has that evolved over your career?
I'm the type of guy, I do understand the importance of leading. And there's different ways to lead. You can lead by example. You can lead by being vocal. You can lead in a lot of different ways. And the way that I look at it is, for myself, is I'm more of a guy who likes to lead by example. I don't say a whole lot all the time, but when I feel the need to speak, I will. And
that's just the way. That's who I am, and I have the respect of guys, other players, and I respect them as well. I don't ever want to be the guy just because I almost have 10 years in baseball. I don't ever want to feel like I'm higher than the next guy. I always want to feel like regardless you got 10 years or 10 days, I want you to be as comfortable with me as I am with you. And that's what it's all about, and that's what I'm going to tell these guys here, and they're going to get to know me. They're going to understand I like to have a lot of fun. Yeah, I've been here for 10 years, and I'm a veteran, but I don't act like it, I guess. I just like to have a whole lot of fun, and that's what it's all about for me. And so, yeah, that's all I'm going to do. That's not going to change. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody on this team, and, just going from there.
Bobby?
Andrew, you said you're not 22 anymore. You had so many great years in Pittsburgh. Is there part of you that still feels like you can get back to those types of years? And there's been a little bit of decline, I guess, in your game the last couple years. Do you feel like what's the reason for that? And part two of the question is, there's so much hype around here about Machado and Harper right now. Is there part of you that's eager to see how that's going to play out?
I'll backtrack. Answer your second question first, but it's not as exciting for me as it is for everyone else, I guess, who likes to talk about it. Those guys, they're going to make the rounds that they need to make, and rightfully so. They deserve whatever they're going to get, and that's very happy for them for that. But as far as that, I don't really think too much deep. I don't think too deep into it. But to answer your first question, I definitely think this game is a game of adjustments. We all know that. That's the difference between a person being here and a person not being here. So I definitely had to make some adjustments over the past few years, and I know that I can be even better than what I've been the past few. There has been a decline, yes, but I do understand what I'm capable of doing, and I definitely think this ballpark is going to help me in that aspect. But I know I can be better, and that's what I've been doing this whole offseason. I've been preparing, been going, been working, and that's not going to stop. So I'm looking forward to that, going out and just being even better than what I've been. I'm never satisfied. I don't settle for what I've done, and that's just the person in me. I'm not satisfied with it. So I'm looking forward to just going out and playing even better. There is some upside in the things that we see. We can tend to look at things one way or the other. We can look at things and find the negative in things, or we can look at things and find the positive. I tend to look at the positive, and that's what I do every offseason. And I learn from the things that I haven't done well, and it's just going to make me a better player.
Howard?
This is for Gabe. Andrew said that he'd like to play 162-plus games. Now, we know that's not going to happen. But
162 plus.
162. I'm not talking about the plus. I'm talking about the 162. So we'll let the other part of it play out. But when you project his age, what's happened with his career, how do you project how to play him? Now, where to play him? I know the team's not set yet. And how much of that is based on your analytics on when he plays and when he doesn't play?
Well, the first thing I'd say is one of the cool things about Kutch is if you go back many, many years, it is a very consistent 600-plus plate appearances. So this is and Matt Gelb alluded to it a little bit earlier, this is a very durable individual. This is a guy that as long as he's healthy, he's feeling strong, he's going to go out and play for us every day. And he and I discussed this on the phone, and we decided that I'm going to come to him and I'm going to say, hey, this is a day that I think you could use off, whether it be because of a matchup or because I see that it might be good for his body to get a little bit of a blow. And he and I are going to discuss it. And as we discuss it, we'll make the best decision for the Philadelphia Phillies and for Andrew McCutchen.
So you really haven't set a number then in your mind?
A number of games?
Kind of around a certain. Nobody can play 162.
Well, I mean, it would surprise me, given his track record of success playing in many, many games and lots of plate appearances, that he would not be able to repeat that. The best predictor of future performance is past performance, and that's what he's done his whole career.
I do think Markakis, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I've said it earlier, but I think Markakis played every game. So it's possible.
So you're saying he has a chance. Scott?
Andrew, center fielder most of your career in Pittsburgh, and you've played both corners, I think over the last few years. In particular, does left field or right field feel more comfortable than the other? And how do you sort of size up both corners in this ballpark and where you think you might be the best fit?
I look at it like this. I have played every position, so there's familiarity with that, and that helps me. So just to say, hey, we need you to play left. Cool, I can play left. We need you to play right, play right. We need you to play center. I can play center. So that helps me in that aspect. But I played in one of the most difficult right fields this past season in San Francisco. And the way that I look at that is if I can play there and do decent, I think I can fare well with wherever else I play. So it doesn't necessarily matter where I play. I'll be comfortable with it just because of past experiences and being in San Francisco, playing there, adjusting there. I know I can adjust anywhere if I can adjust there.
We have time for a couple more before we break into one-on-ones. Rob, you're next.
For Gabe and Andrew. Gabe, Andrew gives you a lot of lineup versatility. He could bat anywhere. Do you have an idea where you would like to hit him? And Andrew, do you have a preference in the batting order where you feel most comfortable?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I'm comfortable anywhere. I did majority of my career. I have batted third, but I have done some leadoff second. I did fifth. So, it really doesn't matter. As long as I'm in the lineup, whatever it takes to help this team, wherever I fit that helps this team best, I'm game for it. I'm not selfish. I just want to be a team player, and I'm in the lineup. Doesn't matter where I'm at.
Matt, you'll have the last question for here.
It's no secret the Phillies are recruiting other players. Will you be part of that recruiting pitch, and what would your pitch be to a prospective free agent that is going through the process that you just went through?
I don't know. I think about recruiting. I think about college. I don't really know that process as much, but I don't really have anything as of right now. It's really not my job, I think. I don't know. So, but if something comes up and I can help, definitely I'm game for it. So, that's basically all I have.